Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy, the Instam One, the V-Side, Tan Tigers 1, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, Tan Tigers 1, Twitch at Instam One, follow me on Instagram as well, and hit that bell notification button. Welcome to your preview video for the first ODI between New Zealand and Bangladesh. That's happening in New Zealand. Starting, I believe, in the United States, 12th of February at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m., something like that, which, like, essentially it's like tomorrow, as of this recording, like less than 24 hours away. Now this match, I can't catch it live, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and no, most likely I'm gonna watch the highlights. I'll try and catch some radio commentary live, just like I always do, but other than that, yeah, in terms of the actual action, I'll have to uh, basically conflate like my knowledge of the game with, like, conflate the audio version of audio commentary of my knowledge of the game with the highlights that I see. I can't do play by play, but given this series, if I'm not mistaken, Shakibul Hassan is injured and he is not playing. So I'm not too sure about the New Zealand side, but I'm expecting Trent Bolt is gonna play. Maybe Matt Henry's gonna play. Ish Sodhi is gonna play. And and all these are people who should be looked out, like, who should be uh, kept an eye on in terms of their bowling. Even Colin de Granholm, like, he's showing himself to be a bit more of a handy bowler. As some of you might have seen in the India tour of West Indies, the India ODI tour of West Indies, that Colin de Granholm actually, like, managed to get some. Even someone like Lockie Ferguson, although he might not have performed that well in this in the India ODI series, but I think he might perform better in this ODI series. And on top of that, you have Tom Latham, you have I think Ross Taylor's still around. You have Kane Williamson, and you might even have Martin Guptill, and obviously you have the power hitting of De Granholm and whatnot. So as for Bangladesh, listen, here's where their pacers absolutely need to fire. Now Taskin Ahmed was scheduled for a return, and apparently he got injured too. So Shafil Islam and Ibadat Hussain has been taken in his place. Let's just hope that Muhammad Salahuddin, or no, Muhammad Saifuddin, sorry, does not play, because at least in my experience, because Muhammad Saifuddin, I don't think has shown too much with the ball, because he has not shown express swing, or he has not shown express pace. He's like a faster version of Ziaur Rahman, if anyone remembers how Ziaur Rahman used to bowl. But who knows? Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe in this series, Mohammad Saifuddin will actually show himself to be a pretty good swing bowler, although not having too much pace, but pretty good swing bowler, pretty effective swing bowler. Okay, another person that absolutely needs to fire in this series is Rubal Hossain. I'm sorry, like, in terms of his ODI spot, because his test spot is pretty much gone, or, like, is almost gone. His T20 spot is also, like, it's fluctuating. His ODI spot now, he has to hold on to it. Rubal Hossain needs to deliver, and deliver consistently, not just deliver for one game and then, like, flop for three or four other games. Okay, Mustafizur Rahman. This will be interesting to see what Mustafiz does. I believe in the last tour, I think he was injured, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he might have played, because Mustafizur Rahman went into surgery, didn't he? So, like, my memory fails me at this point. Regardless, he's also someone that has to perform, and he should know that The batsmen around the world now know to watch out for him. They know not to take him lightly. And Mustafizur Rahman, to his credit, is learning the art of death bowling. More and more, with every opportunity. Obviously, you're gonna have some failures, you're gonna have some successes, but this is vital experience which is crucial to learning. Okay, and and trust me, coming from someone who's who's doing his PhD in all these types of education, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But finally, our captain Mashrafi Mortaza. I'm sorry, like I will not take a lackluster performance from him, as something to just gloss over, because who knows, that lackluster performance might be what costs Bangladesh the match. Mashrafi Mortaza, I have a feeling he will do better than expected, not better than expected, better than what a lot of people basically have hopes for, given his age and his knee injuries. In New Zealand, if Mashrafi can maintain line and length and basically generate good late swing, because at his pace he has to generate late swing. He cannot get away with generating early swing. In late swing, as late as possible. And if there is no help from the pitch, then Mashraf Mortaza, I have a feeling, apart from his change of pace, will be one of the most ineffective bowlers in this series. Yeah, in the entire series for Bangladesh. In terms of spinners, let's see what Mehdi Miraz does, and we need a left arm spinner. I don't know who's is Nazmul Islam Opu playing. I don't know. Maybe they'll call up a Tajul Islam, or maybe we don't need a left arm spinner, which I think is not the likely scenario, because Bangladesh always has at least one left arm spinner. But let's see. If they play Shamu Sarkar, also can also bowl. Mahmudullah can also bowl. So we'll see what happens in terms of bowling. Now, in terms of the batting, Tamim Iqbal, seems to be in form. Well, at least from his last BPL innings. Um, Litton Dathia, I know he kind of flopped in the warm-up game. So did Shama Sharkar. So did Mominul Haq. But I think in the main game, one of those is going to perform, provided Bangladesh actually put their head in the game and play right. Okay, Mushfiqur Rahim. See, here's the thing I realized about Mushfiqur Rahim. Mushfiqur Rahim is a pressure player. If there is no pressure on him to deliver, it's an awkward situation. Usually, when there's no pressure on him to deliver, I might be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I've observed recently of late. When there's no pressure on Mushfiqur Rahim to deliver, he will not perform. So unless you get the 12-4-3 or 12-4-4 situation, Mushfiqur Rahim will not perform. If you get let's say 280 for 2 and 280 for 3, then Mushfiqur Rahim comes in. There's a good chance you'll see him more often than not. He will flop. He will flop more often than not. It's kind of the same with Mahmudullah, but it's a bit more balanced. So apart from that, obviously you don't have Shakib Al Hasan, so I have a feeling they're gonna play Mominul Haq, because we need that extra batsman. Shakib Al Hasan, was that batsman. We need a batsman. Or who knows, we might play Imrul Qais at number 6 or number 7. But anyways, what are my expectations? If Bangladesh play well, I'll say manage to get a victory. Otherwise, New Zealand in their home conditions, yeah, they lost to India, but still, I would think that from that loss, they would be much more amped up and geared up to perform and to win a series against Bangladesh. So my money currently, realistically, is on New Zealand. But if Bangladesh play well, they can at least put up a good fight, or even manage to secure a victory. And if Bangladesh secures a victory, then the other two, especially the third ODI, becomes very significant. It puts a lot of context onto the third ODI. All right, guys, let me know what you guys predict for the first ODI between Bangladesh and New Zealand 2019. Who would your playing 11 be? Like, who would you replace him for Shakib Al Hasan be? And who do you see winning this match? And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. See you both the Stem 1 and Reside, the Bengal Dragons signing out.